Hey, this is Allie Edwards, and I am here today to give you a walkthrough where I'm at with December Daily for 2017. As many of you guys know, I like to do some work in advance. For many years now, I've been calling these foundation pages, and what they mean to me are, is really that they are a jumping off point. I want to do some of the work before December, which will usually helps me stay more present in the month. It helps me enjoy the process a little bit more. I don't mind being a little bit constrained. I don't mind having creative constraints placed on me in terms of what story I may tell on a certain day. And as you're going to see, this year I'm even a little bit looser than I was last year in terms of numbering and things like that. What I've really set up for myself here is just some basic ideas to get me started in the month. Some of the things that you're also going to see here are pages that I put together for my product play workshop, which you can still register for now. We just started the first week of content just a couple days ago, and that's actually open throughout we're going to leave it open for a while, so probably throughout November and then even into December. So if you're wanting some more background information on playing with the shapes that you're going to find in here. In that class, we're talking about ways to work with circles, ways to work with hearts, and ways to work with stars. And like I said, you'll see a brief look at some of those pages here as I'm going through and in the images in this post. But that really has been a great way for me to get started and to start thinking about some of the stories that I may want to tell. So let's go ahead and dive in and take a look at what I have here. I'm starting with one of the transparent pages. This one says, "Oh Holy Night, the stars are brightly shining." That's going to be my entry page. I added on an old gold star that I had previously that is right there. As always, I am beginning my album with a reason why. This is from one of the layered template sets that's available this year, a 6x8 version. I also have free downloads of an intentions page and a reason why page, and I'll link those in the blog post. This year I just wanted to go along with this design, which is the same as you'll see on many of the cards in the main kit. And then I added some of the gold stars, gold chipboard stars with some brads on the side. And my reason why this year, the thing that I'm focusing on is the idea of cozy. How can I make this a cozy holiday season for my family? How can I make it a cozy holiday season for myself? I said a very big, warm, and cozy welcome to December 2017. Emphasis on the word cozy. In fact, I think that's what I want to focus on this year as my reason why. Cozy moments around the fire in the living room. Cozy moments around the table, cozy moments doing stuff together like watching Christmas movies and drinking hot cocoa and playing games and doing puzzles, cozy moments creating and celebrating the magic of the season, cozy moments enjoying old traditions and creating new ones, cozy moments around the twinkle lights of the tree, cozy moments embracing who we are right now and not wishing anything away for some other experience. Yes, that sounds about right for our second year all together as a family of 7. I'm so thankful for our life here in this house, this life that we get to share together. I want us to enjoy one another and find our own rhythm for this season in our lives. Bring on these simple joys. So that's how I like to start my album, is thinking a little bit about how do I want to intentionally experience this season, and also, what do I want to focus on? What do I want to focus on this season? So my reason why this year is going to be looking towards coziness. And then when we go into the pages, this is where I have some things that are in place, and you're going to see, like I said, it's a lot looser. So the first thing I have in here is just one of the half circles from the main kit with the number 1, the cork 1 on there. My plan is I will probably start with a large full page photo. That's my initial thought. So I'm just leaving this in here because at least that gives me a jumping off point. That's kind of how I like to look at the foundation pages. Some of these are less done or less finished, but they're still giving me a roadmap. And then over here for either to be used with day 1 or potentially as day 2, I just have the Peace and Joy card from the main kit. And then again, I'm leaving this kind of blank because I'm not sure if day 1 will only be here or if day 1's gonna flow over here, and I'm okay with this. Like, this is fine for me to just have a few things in here. Part of what it does is it reminds me to use certain products. Like, I know I want to use this tag, which was one of the the bonus items with the main kit. If you did buy the main kit and you didn't actually get the tags, these are available under your My Digital section. We gave those to you as well. Day 3 is a page that I made and that you'll see if you're taking the product play workshop, see how to make that. My thinking right now is I'll probably put a photo on here that will relate to this page for day 3. Day 4 I know is the start of a weekend, part of a weekend, so I put the weekend stories card in there that is from the main kit with the number 4 sticker. There's a big white sticker sheet. I just cut it out to fit in the pocket, but when the actual day comes, then I will add that number 4 onto something else. All right, and then on the back, I just put in a day 5 chipboard. Who knows what, exactly how this is gonna turn out, but that's a good enough starting place for me. Now, one of the things that I did this year is I made 7 tags, one for each member of our family, and I have made a download for you to be able to print out, because what these are they're just a little interview that you can do with family members. And you've seen in the past I've done this where I put them all in a pocket one day. Last year we did them where everyone put what they wanted for Christmas, and this year I just made a little interview, and it just says name, age, currently into, holiday drink of choice, most wanted gift, and best memory of the past year. So I had Anna fill hers out just so you could get an idea. She's currently into vlogging. Hot chocolate is her drink of choice. Her most wanted gift is a surprise. She didn't want to write it on there. And best memory of the past year is snuggling. So I have these spread throughout the album. You will see them. All I did was print them out. So this is available for you as a download. You can print that out. Put pattern paper on the back. And I just use pattern paper from the main kit and then from the add-on paper pack. And then I printed out each person's name in the family, and then I used a heart punch to punch it out in the shape of a heart. You could do a circle or whatever. I ran it through the sewing machine, so this is just on there individually. So it has a little bit of the stitching, and then I embossed the word stories on there. So each person has a tag like this, and I'll have them fill those out over the course of the month. For the next day here, I just took one of the 4 pocket page protectors and I cut it in half and added an index tab on there as a potential story. With these tags, I'm kind of thinking about having the next page in the album have a photo to go along with it of them. And these aren't necessarily like the daily story. These are just the stories that I want to include in the album itself. So I may have another tag. I'm not sure. I want to have some kind of photo to go along with them. At least that's my initial idea. From Product Play, here's working with circles and vellum. So this I'll probably add my story onto this page. This was just the starting point. Most likely this will have an enlarged photo to go on the back. Here's the tag for Isaac. So again, using the pattern paper, made the heart, embossed the word stories on there, and then he will fill that out. You can also see that on the top here, I added just some different trims and things that I have in a big basket of trims that I pretty much don't use now anytime except for when I'm doing December daily. For the next one, I have day 7 here. I took one of the cards, which is just on repeat. So here is a story prompt, right? This is directing me to write or document what am I listening to or what am I watching, repeat it over and over again. And for the number on this one, this is simple and easy. When you cut off one of the page protectors, like you saw the other day, I had that one cut off. All I did was cut out the plastic. I took the wreath, the rubber wreath from the main kit, I stapled it onto the plastic, and from the main kit there are small number stickers in there, and I put just the number 7 in here. So this becomes a see-through element for this page, and then when I actually tell the story of this day, then I will add additional thing, a photo or something here in the pocket. So as you can see, I'm just doing a few numbers here and there, and the rest of them I will fill in when I'm actually telling my story. So that's kind of my approach this year. I put in the cork number 8 there just as a jumping off point. Probably this page will be number 9. This is from in Product Play as well. I'm teaching you how to make a heart strip. We're talking about the idea of strips, so you'll see more of that in there with the morning, afternoon, and evening card. We'll be having something on the back here. Here's Audrey's tag for her stories, for her to put that on there. Then I just put in one of the transparent pages. Next up, I have one of the 2x2 pockets. I put in a number 10. Most likely this will be on day 10. I put in one of the 2-inch, this was a product that we had available in the shop, the 2x2 gold foil squares. I may use more of those on this, I'm not sure yet, because I'm going to wait and see what the story is, but this is just a nice jumping off point for me. Also in product play, I talk about doing some circle pages. So this is a project from there. That class does include cut files as well. So it has the cut file to be able to cut this out on your silhouette if you want to. I have multiple pages in this. It's almost like it becomes a little booklet. And then when I get to this day, I will be printing out a photo and printing out my text to go along the story along with that as well. And again, the product play class has the PSD files for this too, if you wanted to mask a photo into the circle and then print it out during the month. For day 12 right now, I just have the heart with the cork on there. That's not attached. I just slipped it in there with the Bring on the Merry card. Most likely there will be something on the back. I mean, there will be something on the back of this day as well. Tag for Aaron, we're going to make him do it this year. Last year he got out of it, so I've got one there for him. The next day I took all of the diamond shapes from the main kit and I just put them in the pocket here because I'm thinking about doing something with them, but I don't know yet how that's going to work, and I want it to probably work with a photo. So I'm just going to leave those in there for now, and that's enough for me to just remember that I want to come back to that. That's part of the way that I look at foundation pages, or the way that I look at doing something in advance. So I'm not staring at a completely blank page on a December day. And that's just the way that I work. You can totally do whatever makes the most sense for you. Those of you that are in product play will see how I put this one together. This is actually a booklet as well. With a heart, and talking more about documenting where your heart is during this holiday season. Then for day 16, I've got just probably going to tell the story of the tree this year, take a picture. The picture could be on the back of that heart page, or I can just slip one in the pocket. Again, none of these aren't, you know, stuck down in any way, but it's just a jumping off point. Probably keep that one in there, probably keep the tree card in there. Added in just this 'Tis the Season card just so I didn't forget, and I have just my box of stuff on my desktop or on my tabletop as well, so I'll be able to use those. I added in another one of the gold foil tags. This time I left this side, I punched the holes on this side, and make sure to check out the hole punch that I'm recommending too, because we found a great 6-hole punch that you can use to make this part really easy. Julie Gagan recommended it to me, and so we'll link that below in the supply list. So December stories will be on this side. I have one of the half circle journaling spots just added here onto this pocket page. Again, not sure what the story will be, but it will be something when that time of the month comes around. Then I just have one here that has story. I did staple this on the gold, the rubber wreath on there again, and I'll put the actual day with the white number stickers again when I know specifically what day this is. I don't know what the story will be yet. I also added in a 2017 transparency. It's probably real hard to see on there. This is from the Liz Tamanaha Paisley Press mini kit. I just pulled that card out of there. Tag for Simon, again following that same thing. Another of the 4 pocket ones, I just cut it off again because I like different size pages in here. Put the 19 with this moment in there. Then this is from Product Play too, talking about working with circles again and creating a heart shape. And then I put the love card on this side so that this can relate to that story. I may write more, I may put a big number in here. We will see as the month goes along. Another one, so creating a star list. This is all stitched on there. This will be one of these days. And I wanted to play around with the idea of taking a big heart and actually just stitching it with a sewing machine. So this isn't a part of the class. This is just something that I did that I may potentially use. And so I wanted to stick it in the pocket along with that best parts card. Then just a transparency sheet, another one that I put together for product play where I'm going to be talking about the routine of my day, again playing with circles and stars. This one's actually in the star lesson, so there'll be more about that, and then I will be able to just punch 2 more circles either with photos or I'll add another photo on the inside. It will end up being something like that along the way. I've got Elliot, a card for a tag again for Elliot stories. Photo or journaling or something will go on the back there. Just a couple couple sometimes I just leave pockets in there and then I'll see. Making a pocket page. This is for my gratitude list this year. I'm going to use these tags, gold foil tags, and this one is also in the product play class for when working with the stars. It's vellum, stenciled on vellum, stars stenciled on vellum to create a pocket page for those of you that might want to have more pockets. And I'm just planning to write what I'm thankful for on those tags in there. And I put the gratitude list tag or card, the 3x4 card from the main kit in there to just hold that right now. Then for the 24th, I just have the big Mary cork and the number 24 for Christmas Eve, waiting for to be used in there, as well as my tag for my own stories for this year. I also added another large tag in there, and then have just the Merry Christmas card in here for the 25th. Extra page protectors in the back, and then I just have all of my products from the kit just waiting on my desktop or here over on my tabletop to be able to use as the month progresses. So what will happen next is those of you guys, I will be sharing on my blog again every day like I normally do in December, showing you an overview look at the story that I'm telling for that day. So that will happen starting on December 1st. And I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have about just starting, getting things started, putting something in your album to begin with. It's already super full, but some of the things will be moved around and I'll make adjustments as I go around through the month as well. Hope you guys have a great day, and please let me know if you have any questions about getting started.